I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it, and so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel painless. And look on the bright side, hope real changes. I'ma get it started. Please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Then go get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me. And I said, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, that's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn. It feel like splitting an atom. You got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it. Catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not get to step it. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of shit, then my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm on the Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Ford Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away.
BTN is the returner?
About the 17-yard line. So here
I'm going to have to fix that.
Coming out for their opening drive.
I'm going to fix that right now.
Be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars. And that's Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part, tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
Come on.
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A time now for a look at the Lions draft class, CD. And they may have gotten some questions about where they pick guys, but really make no mistake, this class continues to help bolster that new identity in Detroit.
They are all fits for what they're building there in the Motor City. I think they drafted a lot of starters in this class. How about our offense? Running back Jameer Gibbs and tight end day one starter. On the other side of the ball, linebacker Jack Campbell and Brian Branch, a safety or nickelback. I think they're day one starters as well. And I do love the pick of Hendon Hooker in the 3rd round as a developing quarterback.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And out of bounds right around the 20. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
That's right. I'll have that play.
Able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Jacksonville's
Not what I'm going for. It's preseason.
4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
I don't have the plays in my playbook that I'm used to having, so.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Lawrence will throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And in for the Lions touchdown.
I'm liking this Gibbs kid.
2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when a takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here if they give up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out in his 4th NFL season, former Temple Owl, P.J. Walker.
This is a guy who truly believed in himself coming out of Temple. He bounced on and off practice squads for 3 years without an opportunity. And his big break, it came in another league. The unofficial MVP of the revived.
Damn it, Eric.
Led his team to an undefeated record with 15 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions in a shortened season before the league folded. A little bit on the small side, but he showed in his journey outside the NFL, he has what it takes to lead a team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Walker. And his throw here is incomplete.
No, I don't, Eric.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Another throw.
God, their quarterback sucks. I wonder what happened to him.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the start to build a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Taking it about the 16. Following the punt return.
No, he really can't, Eric, can he?
Shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Now we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Something's not right here. Why is Jahmyr Gibbs in here every single play? Okay, that doesn't make sense. But kick returner, punt returner. Somehow it got changed to Jahmyr Gibbs as a starter. I don't know why.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And only able to get 2 here.
All right, Jahmyr Gibbs, 3rd down. What's PWHPOs? Is that power back? Okay, I thought so.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they find the open man. That's complete. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. ETN up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with ETN. Shrugs him off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early. We're going to throw all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Powers.
It's not where the play was going, but I'm like, hey, if there's a hole that big, I got to take it.
Two touchdowns, Charles. A great start to this ball game for them.
One of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They're stacking momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. That split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time they failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6. And they'll go again with ETN. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, Lion!
ETN is into the end zone. Touchdown Warriors.
Poor Jags.
We're still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points And 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. Jacksonville set to go.
I'm not done yet, Eric.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something.
They got draft picks.
Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't.
And you blame me, huh?
Keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
Hey, they got Joe Mixon.
It's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Play action now. Walker. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Walker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback.
Madubuike. I just picked him up, too. I just picked him up.
Yeah, already down multiple scores.
Poor labor. Is he out for 2 months?
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Walker. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So the completion.
Yeah, they got Kittle too, Eric. I'm not sure what they're complaining about.
Now we've got a 3rd down and 3. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, Walker. That is
Man.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Too damn high.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Walker. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
I do not. Brian traded him away by mistake.
And let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And,
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Walker now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time,
I'm going to try to get him back, but if not, so be it.
This is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for the 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, I won $1 million. I mean, good luck.
Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Walker. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Walker from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that will cut the lead down to 15. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they're able to get this one across the 30.
Really?
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, injuries never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another tote for ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got the man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. On first down, right back to ETN. To the 36-yard line, stop there. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Lawrence. And he slings it on. It's incomplete.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Here's a give to ETN. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 3rd down, here's ETN. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Catch made, Erickson over the middle. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Ooh, that could work, Eric. That could work. That could work.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And working out of the gun here, Walker connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out.
That was real close, Eric, I'm telling you.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Walker. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A final shot before break. Walker, he's going to throw one up from the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive. Got a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's Beathard to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. As Ike
Wow.
Get the toes down and stay in bounds. Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So 1st and 10 from the 30. ETN once more. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A handoff for ETN. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it, here's ETN. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. And they'll go on the ground. And
I don't know why my right guard is the fullback right now, just so you know. That's not by design, Eric.
Was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On play action, Lawrence.
Gotta get rid of it quick.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one
Still
right
go
there,
for it. Hell of it.
forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll throw here. Beathard. That's complete to Parker Washington. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Beathard to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
No time. No time.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Now Lawrence. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others.
Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Quick throw complete to Reynolds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up gets over out of bounds right at the 25.
God, these damn injuries.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They try the left side with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Raheem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
To throw is Beathard. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 3rd and 5. Now Beathard. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Kirby Joseph coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Erickson going to take this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I gotta know something. Yeah. Okay. That's why. He's hurt. Okay.
I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
This should be interesting. Middle linebackers as a tight end right now.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And to the 40-yard line, and that's where
The Hurricane was a extra lineman on that play.
But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Beathard. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar.
Now he's hurt.
Discomfort from that last play. We hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. ETN with it.
Gone.
There he goes. Travis Etienne. Touchdown. Detroit. Travis Etienne.
Good old trap play.
59 yards. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Our injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him and we'll step aside for a moment. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his
nice coverage.
That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew, 40 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Lawrence. He gets this one to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll run with ETN. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Hey, Jupiter. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. He's got it at the 15.
I didn't think he caught that. I thought that was picked off.
And the Lions have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers, aren't
All
they?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Reynolds.
That's how it's going to be, huh?
38 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
All right.
McManus's point after.
This one goes 5 wide then.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Pretty clean and simple there.
That's how I feel about it, Eric. I'm going to do the same thing. So, hell with it. It's preseason.
Erickson going to take this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here come the Lions now. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's match the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds.
Man.
Inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow.
He don't step out.
Again, another big play.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Lawrence going to throw again. as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side to Reynolds.
God, my tackling sucks.
This well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble that could have been trouble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up the throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So that's going to be what, 12 sacks on the day?
A loss of 7 to bring up 4. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a
Yeah, basically.
and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here we go.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Johnson.
Oh, no! Really?
Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dearness Johnson, 58 yards.
Really?
The Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances.
I'm glad it's preseason. That's all I'm saying.
That one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Why does it do that?
And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
It's preseason, Eric. I don't really care.
2nd and 2. He's back to throw. He'll drop this down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Even for just a preseason game, jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
I know. You think I didn't notice that?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. And the Jags come.
That's all right. No worries. No worries.
The statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Literally just screwing around the second half.
Down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Houston 5, 7.5. Nine, 10.5, 11.5, 12.5, 13.5 sacks.